came together as a team. We've been working during the offseason, so it's just flowing together, and we putting the pieces together.
You know, the team said they had a plan for you, but to see the plan in action, giving you time. Today you were getting extra time on offense. Yesterday it was with the defense coaches. What is that like for you?
It's just a blessing. You know, they actually trust me, and they putting a lot on my plate, but I just got to go out there and continue to attack the work that they give me.
So does your day end later than everybody else's day because you got extra meetings and stuff? Like, are you the last guy out of the building just because you got extra stuff to do?
Nah, it's the same as everybody else, but I just got a little bit extra work on my plate, and I just continue to switch between the meetings.
How organized is your schedule minute to minute in terms of knowing where you need to be, helping make that part of it easier for you?
It's super organized. Me and Coach go over it pretty much every week, and they send me a picture, and I get a piece of paper to keep in my locker so I know exactly where I got to be and when I need to be there.
Is it more complicated, less complicated than doing the same thing in college?
No, it's about the same.
Did you enjoy first day on defense today? I'm sure you were eager to get over there. On that
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I just need to be on the field a lot more so I can continue to learn the defense and continue to do what I need to do.
With your offense, they put you on offense first, that you can kind of pick that up first. How confident are you that you've got most of that all learned?
I'm super confident. I'm super confident in what I'm doing and the progress that I'm making.
How was the vacation? I saw the video from the Bahamas. It looked like you guys had a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, it was great. And like I said, we're just out there getting the work in and just chilling with the guys.
How much of a connection were you able to get with Trevor over those last few weeks, just in the Bahamas, here in Jacksonville, working out?
A lot of stuff that y'all don't see. We put in the work behind the scenes, and we continue to work every day.
How did the handshake come about?
No, we had a shoot together, so we just made up something on the spot.
How important is, those team bonding, off the field type of things, just when you go into a season?
Super important. Like I said, there's a lot of people that you can't talk any type of way to, so you just got to fill each other out. You got to understand who you're talking to and who you're speaking to, so they understand you and where you're coming from.
Former teammate Jimmy Horn Jr., what makes him so special?
He's a ball player. He loved the game, and he's fast.
He's fast. Is he faster than you, though? Is that kind of
we never race, so I'm not.
You know Coy, or have you heard of Coy Parrish, kid at, I think it's Minnesota? He's a safety. He's going to now be a two-way guy like you. You're kind of like the groundbreaker for that. Have you heard of him at all? No?
No, I haven't.
What do you think about being the guy that now everyone's going to look at and be like, that's the example. It can be done at the big college level, so, let's give other guys a shot at it.
I mean, I just hope they go out there and just continue to do what they need to do. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm the groundbreaker because there's a lot of people before me that have done it. I just did it to a certain extent that nobody else did it.
What's the hardest part of doing that people don't know about?
Just the work that you put in, and when they try to criticize it, it's like I'm already doing all this extra work. You're going to keep telling me I can't do the same thing that I've been doing and showing you. So it's just that a lot of people just keep downplaying this, but I'm going to just be quiet and just go to work.
But that doesn't annoy you when you keep hearing all the doubters at all?
No, it actually makes me smile because they don't know what to say, so they're just going to keep hating.
For the juggling between both sides, is it harder right now physically or mentally?
I'd probably say mentally because you got two playbooks and you got to do different terms each and every day, so I say the playbook.
Who do you turn to for advice defensively, player-wise?
Player-wise, I mean, all the guys are there to help me. It don't matter when I come out the sideline or if I'm in the meeting rooms, they're there to help me. So all the guys in each room, they come and try to help me as much as they can.
Jordan Lewis had a lot of positive things to say about you. What's it been like, just his veteran leadership and being around him?
Jay Lou here, old head, so it's pretty fun to just learn from the guys that's been here, been doing it for a long time. So I call him, he's like an uncle to me. So they've been in here for a long time. So I'm just gonna follow their footsteps and listen to the advice that they give me.
Did you feel any frustration from the receivers today?
Did I feel any frustration? I mean, I don't know what they're feeling. I just hope they over there just continue to work and making progress every day.
When you're preparing for practice on defense now, is it different, like preparing for practice mentality-wise or anything, or is it just the same?
Nah, I just go in there, be ready to work and be ready to make progress and continue to work.
Do you have to, this is going to make sense, but is it like a flip switch in your brain when you're going between offense and defense?
In the meeting rooms, yes, it's definitely a flip. It's a switch that you got to flip because the terms are different and there's different plays. But it's different formations that the defense call it a different thing from what the offense call it. So in the meeting room, yes, but when I hit the field, it's all the same to me. I just go to work.
When you, at the beginning, did that give you kind of a headache? What's it?
Nah, no headache. I just know I had to get in my books.
Will you have practices eventually where you're doing both in the same practice as well?
Yeah, we will. I just have to get to that point to where I understand both sides immediately.
When you were at Colorado, did you do practice on both sides of the ball every day, or were there offense days, defense days?
No, I practice on both sides every day.
Every day. So
Yeah.
do you like this approach this way a little bit better?
Yeah, so I need to be able to progress everything fast, quick. If the offense change on defense, when I'm on the defensive side, if the offense change the script, I got to know what I'm doing right away. And if we change the play, I got to know what I'm doing right away. So I like that we starting off slow, getting me adjusted, making sure I know where I need to be on one side of the ball each day, and then it all come together.
You mentioned needing to see the field more. What would you say is the biggest area where you want to see growth out of yourself over these next few weeks?
Just technique on defense side of the ball, and as well as the offense side of the ball, and I make sure that my technique is up to par, so the coaches can trust me more and make sure I know my plays.
Thank you, Travis.
Who's that?
Brian Thomas.
Totally fine.
Patrick McCarry was out for a little bit.
Yeah. Just had a little back spasm. Yeah, just a little tight back. He'll be all right.
With Ryan and then kind of the offense overall, when you have a day like today, how do you kind of talk to them and get them back on track?
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think it was a bad day. It's just we didn't make any plays. You know, like we got a ton of opportunities to make plays when the ball's in the air. We got to make those plays. And whether it's ball placement, whether it's, making a play when the ball's in the air, it's got to be ours. So, I thought we ran it pretty well at times today in terms of just getting on the right targets and hitting the runs the right way. So it was a balance, but more so I think they understand that we got to go make those plays.
What have been your impressions of Tank so far?
Yeah, I think he last, few days he's, just continuing to get used to the runs, right? There's mid-zone, wide zone, gap, right? Just getting used to the flow of those runs. What's the intent of those runs? I thought he did a nice job over the last few days of kind of, making good second-level cuts and getting vertical. So I've been pleased with him so far.
Are you guys limiting arm spin a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just trying to get him into the swing of it with, individual and stuff like that.
Injury reasons? Or
just just kind of giving him a little bit of a veteran start.
What about Johnny Bond?
Yeah, he's just going to be out for a few days. Day to day right now, we're just kind of figuring it out.
For Travis, how do you think he's handled having offensive days, having defensive days, just the rhythm of that so far?
Yeah, I think it's weird. It's probably harder, I mentioned this before, like logistically for us as coaches to navigate it and make sure that we're making use of all of his time. I think it doesn't bother him as much. He's pretty unfazed by some of this stuff. So, these next few days will be very important though, because he was on defense today. We have an off day tomorrow, making sure that he's ready to go for the next few days. So he'll have to use this weekend, the off day tomorrow as well, to make sure that he's studying offensive stuff. So he's been great in terms of his attitude and just kind of the way he approaches it.
For the defense to not have Buster, and you see a couple of those young guys, Jarian, Zach McPherson yesterday, to make plays like that, just what does that mean? Yeah,
it's huge. I mean, we need depth, right? We need competition. I thought Tyson had a really nice day again today. Jordan Lewis had another good day today. So, and I love, Jarian's got the right energy, the way that he approaches it, I really have appreciated. So it's great to get those guys, quality reps.
Was Travis hesitant today, first day on defense, a little bit out there, or did you have a chance to really?
I didn't really notice. Yeah, I didn't really notice. It's like so often in defense, especially in scripted stuff. You're not always sure where the ball is going to go, and so often as a DB, the ball may not come your way for numerous plays. So you're just kind of working your own technique and fundamentals. But I'll ask the defensive guys and be able to watch the tape and have a better idea.
What was your first reaction when Chetna picked Trevor Lawrence off?
Yeah, with one hand as well. That was, thank God it hit him in the chest. We got tipped. He was throwing the ball down the field to Parker, gets tipped right into Chad's hand. So, those are the moments where you're pissed at first, and then, hey, good job, Chad. So, I think we've just had too many tip balls in general over the last few days, whether it's the O-line's got to get their hands down, quarterback's eyes have to be better, because, that's happened a few times now.
You've mentioned that a bunch, like when the offense does something good, you're excited, but when defense does something good, you're mad.
Yeah.
Do you think you're ever going to get used to that?
Yeah, who knows, man? I don't know. It has to be that way, though, right? Like, at the end of the day, I am calling the plays on offense. I am responsible for all sides, but specifically that's something that I'm a little bit more invested in that way. So there's definitely a little bit more personal. I script the plays, so I get a little bit more pissed when they don't work.
What kind of starts Parker had?
Really good start. I've been pleased with Parker, man. I think if you're talking about guys that's gone up and made plays when the ball's been in the air, he's done it. And, he's got the right mindset. He approaches work the right way every day. He's strong. He can kind of work second-level releases on people when they try to get hands on him. I've been very pleased with Parker the last few days.
It's only been 3 days. Can you appreciate a different vibe when Travis has an offensive day versus a defensive day?
Yeah, I think, you definitely feel it a little bit just because we're offensively, just by nature, maybe a little bit more of a quieter group just in general. And so when he is over there, there's just a little bit more, I don't want to call it life because I thought they were focused today. It wasn't that. It's just, he does have a little bit of a vibe around him. And so it does help kind of create that on offense and brings a little bit of juice for sure.
Eli Panko had a couple of good catches today. Just what have you seen out of him so far?
Yeah, Eli's worked his tail off. He's strong. He's physical. He's got to continue to work on flexibility and just kind of being able to be loose as an athlete playing the receiver position. He's worked his tail off on special teams as well. So he wants to do right. He looks you in the eye when you're coaching him. He's a good kid.
Kind of the same thing with Joshua Cephas. He had a catch yesterday where I think he fully extended for it in sevens.
Yeah, Josh has made a few plays. He's got to get in shape right now. He's got to get himself into shape and make sure that he's not, the next guy up in those instances where we have to sub. He's got to be the one ready to go right now. So, been pleased with some of the plays, though, that he has made.
You talked about this during the offseason, but what do you really look for from the offensive line during this kind of setting before the pads come on?
So much is about communication. Like, all we really want to make sure is, are we breaking the huddle the right way, which we started to see a lapse as the practice went. Are we attacking the line of scrimmage the right way? Are we getting up there and communicating all five and more to the tight ends, quarterback, back, all those things at a high level, right? And just making sure that we're targeting the run game properly, which I thought we did a better job of today in general, just not having a unblocked player because of a missed targeting issue. I thought we targeted our runs better today, and also they're responsible for the protections in a lot of ways with Trevor. So just the communication, playing as a group, because you can't ultimately see the full physicality scale right now.
As a follow-up to that, is this almost the most frustrating part of camp with all the off-season work and now just wanting to get those pads on?
That's right. Yeah, a lot of the guys, you could tell, want the pads on. They just kind of want to get to that point. It feels like we've been in T-shirt shorts for a long time now, and they're right. They are. It's not quite football. It's still not. I mean, football is, as we all know, a very physical game, and it's meant to be played that way. And ultimately, you can't really do it until you get the pads on.
Couple more, guys.
All good?
Thank you.
Oh, my wife's finger is good. She, we had a cooking class and sliced it open and went to a hospital and emergency room in Capri, which was quite an experience. €25 and you're on your way. So we're all good. I appreciate it, though. Thanks, guys.